Are you ready to turn your wedding into an unforgettable masterpiece? To enhance your classical wedding day into something a little more modern and fresh? From stunning decor to really personalized touches, in this video we'll discuss some elements that you can add to your wedding day to really elevate the whole experience. Let's talk about it. Welcome back, my loves, to the Curated Wedding. I'm Nasli and I run an award-winning wedding venue where we have hosted hundreds of beautiful wedding days. I've also recently gotten married myself, so I'll be unveiling all my insider secrets and top tips from both sides of the aisle so that we can discuss the art of a curated wedding. So if you're interested, hit that subscribe button as well as the bell to be notified of my weekly wedding tips so you don't miss a thing. Today we're going to be looking at some tips and inspiration to enhance your celebration and take it from special to extraordinary, and how you can incorporate them into your own wedding day. And you'll quickly see that it's all in the small touches. Now let's get into it. Number one is artistic entertainment. Now, when we talk about wedding entertainment, we usually think of music, a band or DJ, but what if you were thinking of something outside of this scope? In comes the artistic entertainment. This is a little creative touch that will keep your guests interested and make your wedding truly unforgettable. And if you can't already tell, I love this one. Having a live painter at your wedding is the perfect way to capture the essence of your day on canvas. Your guests will love seeing the work come together, and it's the ideal wedding gift to yourselves. Imagine ending the wedding day with a painting to hang in your home. The live artists are usually so talented, they often finish the painting on the same day. So you'll have your painting before you even see your wedding photos. We had a live painter at our wedding and it was one of my favorite touches. Emily, who is our artist, captured the essence of our ceremony so beautifully. We hung it up in our home as soon as we were back, and it feels so magical looking at it every single time. Another great touch with a painting is that you can choose exactly what you'd like to have featured. Do you want to have certain guests to be visible? Do you want it just to be the two of you? Are there any specific details that you'd like to make really pronounced? They can create all of this for you. We chose to have our ceremony painting of just the two of us, but we asked for the scripted embroidery on the bottom of my veil to be included as well. And our artist did an amazing job of this. That's definitely something that a photo, for instance, just wouldn't have been able to capture because it's really so far away and really small and delicate, but with a painting you absolutely can. Another version of this artistic entertainment that's a little more fun is to have a sketch artist or a caricaturist. This is the ideal entertainment for your drinks reception. The artist can either be stationed somewhere central or mingle with your guests, surprising them with little portraits of them. These always go down so well. It gets everyone laughing during the drinks reception, and it's the best favour for your wedding guests. Both really personal and fun. Could it get any better than that? Interesting tablescapes. Your wedding breakfast tablescapes should not be overlooked. This is where your guests will be spending a lot of their time throughout your day, so make sure that it looks really interesting. You can do this with coloured or patterned tablecloths, interesting napkins, coloured or textured glassware. The list is truly endless. When it comes to flowers, bud vases and delicate foliage will always be really beautiful classical options, but now is the time to be really brave and playful with your wedding tables. You can look at bold colours, unusual shapes, or more sculptural flowers. There is so much inspiration out there, truly. Now, this one might not be for everyone, but fresh produce is also a very chic way to elevate your wedding breakfast table. Whether you choose vegetables or fruit, this is one that I really love. It brings the table to life and adds a pop of colour. Whether it's summertime and you scatter lemons across your table, or apples and pomegranates in the colder seasons, really think outside the box with this one. Bringing in moss or other seasonal vegetation that together make a really bold statement. You can make your wedding tables so much fun, and it will leave such an impression on your guests. Floral embellishments. Bows are very much in fashion at the moment when it comes to bridal dressing, but a very close runner are floral embellishments. I'm not quite sure that I can say flowers are the new bows, but they're definitely something that we should be paying attention to. Belle Powley recently got married in a gorgeous Miu Miu dress with an A-line silhouette and thousands of crystals and floral appliques, really going for that floral embellishment trend. The look was so striking and feminine at the same time, and I'm sure we're only going to see more and more of this. So whether it's scattered throughout your veil, intricately woven into a hairpiece, or adorning your dress, these botanical accents bring an ethereal and feminine charm into your bridal looks. And there are lots of different types too. They can be delicate and feminine, or more graphic and fashion forward. Now, if you're into your symbolism, you will love this one, because flowers have long been symbolic of love, purity, and new beginnings. So they're perfect for bridal adornment. You can even choose specific flowers to personalize the look in line with your preferences and also your wedding styling, just to bring it all together. The inspiration of natural elements is timeless, but the inclusion of floral embellishments in more unexpected places adds a really fresh and graceful touch. Now, if you are into this trend but you're not sure if you want to commit all the way, you can always opt for a part of your outfit that will be removable to give you a second look as well. Gloves, overskirts and detachable sleeves are great for this. I actually had a bridal photo shoot where I got to style a gorgeous overskirt by Maggie Sotero with delicate silk organza flowers on it. The overskirt itself was really long, so it created so much drama, but the flowers made it so much softer, so much more feminine. And this is the perfect way to add a touch of floral embellishment to your wedding day look without committing to it all day, as the skirt can so easily be detached when you're done. So when you're thinking of your bridal styling, consider florals, as they're the perfect way to add a little sprinkle of grace and elegance to your bridal look. Our next one is nightclub evenings. The dancing towards the end of a wedding is a big one. This is where you want your guests to be all up and dancing. No one wants the dreaded empty dance floor. Now, while I can do a whole separate video on how to keep your dance floor buzzing all night long, leave me a comment down below if you'd like to see something like that. But this new trend that has been taking over is the idea of elevating your evening into more of a nightclub feel. So ditch the cheesy love songs and go all out with the kind of music that you'd actually love to listen to on a night out. Now, this isn't for everyone, and if you don't really enjoy the clubbing scene, then skip this one altogether. But it's definitely one that we've been seeing more and more, particularly amongst celebrity weddings. And it's such an easy one for you to replicate for yourselves. Think about including some dynamic lighting and turning the main lights low or even off if you can, just to start mirroring the energy and vibe of a really sleek club. Take your time to choose a DJ or a band that you know will get everyone up and dancing, and send them a sample of the songs that you and your guests will love to give them an idea of the taste of the group. Now, top tip, if you're not sure of the music your guests are into, you can include this in your RSVP. Either get it printed on your RSVP cards if you're using traditional postal invitations, or include it on your wedding website. So while your guests are letting you know if they can make it and choosing their meals, they can also tell you what would get them up and dancing on the day. Introduce interactive elements like a photo booth, which is also great for your guest book, so 2 in 1, or even a surprise performance to keep everyone on their toes. This can either be someone well known if you have that sort of budget, or just one of the guests if you have someone who's particularly talented amongst the group. Either way, it will be a really big fun surprise for everyone. You can even incorporate a lounge area with stylish seating arrangements to add that touch of sophistication to this club atmosphere that we're creating. These are great for any guests who need a bit of a break from the main dance floor. The drinks will also be really important in this setup, so see if you can curate your own cocktail menu that features a couple of signature drinks. This one is always going to go down well. But turning a cheesy wedding dance floor into a sleek club is such an effective way to enhance your wedding day experience and end on a high. Multi-day celebration. One of the ultimate ways to elevate your wedding is to keep the party going with multi-day multi-day celebrations. This used to be reserved more so for couples getting married abroad, as their guests would have traveled to their destination. So they would all be available for a variety of events surrounding the actual wedding day. However, you can still have a multi-day celebration if you're getting married at home, whether it's a grand luncheon the day before, a second party the day after, or just a really big group brunch at a local cafe the next morning. This is a really lovely way to make your special day just a little longer and really make the most of having all of your loved ones gathered together. Now, if you want to plan more of a wedding weekend, a really great way to do this is to have an intimate dinner the evening before with close friends and family, of course getting everyone excited for the special day. You can also balance this with hosting a relaxed brunch for some of your guests the day after your wedding. This is what we did for our main wedding day at Offaly Place, and it worked really, really well for us. So I definitely recommend this sort of formula. The wedding day itself goes by so quickly, so it's a really nice way to extend the time with your friends and family and make sure that you actually get to see everyone and not just have a quick hello and passing. If your wedding is quite big, you can keep the events around the wedding really intimate and pared back with just your inner circle. This is the perfect way to have the best of both worlds in terms of a smaller and a larger celebration. You can even choose to have different groups of people at each event before and after your wedding. Perhaps you want to spend the night before with all of your friends getting really excited together, but you'd rather spend the day after your wedding having a really relaxed wind down with your close family. Give it some thought, as there are truly so many options, but multi-day weddings are really the ideal way to elevate your wedding experience for all of your guests. I have a lot I can say about multi-day weddings, as I've run quite a few and I planned my own as well. So if you'd like to see a video all about just this topic, let me know in the comments down below and I can pull something together with my top tips for you. Now, all these elements come together to create a really elevated, enhanced wedding experience filled with fun touches that your guests will be talking about for years to come. They're all the little touches that take your wedding day to the next level. So see if you can add a few of them to your wedding plans. Now that's it for this video. I hope it gave you some really fresh ideas and you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a like, it would mean so much, and drop me a comment down below if you're thinking of including any of these elements into your wedding day. I'd love to hear about it. See you next time and happy planning.